Welcome to the COD Rec League. We are getting ready to get into a good match of COD. We got Florida Puppeteers, Cleveland Misfires in this first match. It's Top Life Gold. It's QQ. Let's get this one going.
Yeah, we getting this one going. We jumping straight into it. The Gold North Premade Division. Both teams off to a strong start this season. Both of these teams 3-1. So both of these teams, they're coming into this. They're trying to take a commanding lead in the division, in the series, just in general. You want to be 4-1 heading towards the end of this season, and I mean it's getting mixy already on this P1.
Yeah, man, I got a little bit of lag, Q. So just keep going, Q. I gotta get back into this.
All right, well, he's going to get back into it about a 10-point lead. Maybe going to be a little bit tied going into this second rotation, but Cleveland, they're going to collect that scrap time, but Florida is on those rotations. They are all over it. They got two players in their spawn, so no one really going to be over towards that area for Cleveland. Cleveland all trying to funnel their way through this middle area. No one really pushing that rooftop sides, but Novi with a big kill on couches. Now they're going to work their way through the side. No one's going to be able to find some kills. Art will find a big two-piece, eventually get traded out, but Dill is there for the kill. So a good hold out of Florida, but now you have Cleveland spawning in the back. Florida recognizes it. They're going to turn themselves around. They are ready for it. Dill, he's trying to find some kills, but Art is there to kill him with the nade. He found one, but he also took his teammate with him. But more players for Cleveland going to fall in the feed. Pseudo, the last one remaining on the hill, but he will find one, and Zay will find one as well. So time going to remain in the hands of Cleveland. About 20 seconds remaining on this hill, but here is Florida. They are not going to go down without a fight, and I don't know if my partner is here yet. I'm going to keep going. Sorry,
I
into
got a, I got
this.
a, I got a slow lag. It's like mine's going real slow right now. I don't know what's going on.
We are into this P3. Florida again on these rotations. They are here for it. 17. He's watching this backside. He knows Novi's back there. So no players for Cleveland really anywhere near this hill so far. So Florida, they're going to try and, get a big hold here. They've had these rotations. They've had good rotations on those first two hills, but they haven't really been able to hold much. Only a 10-point lead. So they do have the time for now as two players, or make it three with the double kill out of Dill, going to fall in the feed for Cleveland. So now all the players for Cleveland going to funnel themselves into mid. So Florida looking to get a big hold, and that's what they are doing. Two more players going to fall in the feed for the side of Cleveland. Florida absolutely dominating the kill feed, dominating the map positioning as all the players for Cleveland will fall. They're going to chalk those last 15 to 20 seconds of that hill. They're going to rotate over towards next, but there is Florida. They are all over the map. They are flying around. Three players, make it four, going to fall. Novi, though, he's over towards this next, trying to get his team something, but four, Art has something to say about it. He's starting on this time. Players are going to spot each other, shots exchanged, but Novi with a big kill onto Art there, but the Florida players are spawning in the back, so they are there, they are ready. Cryptic not able to find too many kills on that backside, but Pseudo is there to clean it up. He finds that kill, so spawns looking like it's going to be secured, and yes, players for Florida now spawning out. Cleveland, they have themselves the time, they have themselves these spawns, but Florida is unrelenting in towards this backside. They are continuing to keep it going, but Cryptic found a big couple kills to shut that down. Pseudo found one as well, so Art eventually finds one kill onto Cryptic, sorry, as he's going to find a kill, but Novi is there to clean that up, make it three in the feed for Novi, shutting that down rather quickly. Dill finds one kill, but it is all for naught. The last 10 seconds, about 15 seconds, going to go the way towards Cleveland. Now only down by about 10 points going into this second rotation, so it's not the end of the world if you're the side of Cleveland, trying to mount a comeback a little bit here, and I mean, it's just you're not able to find that break, not able to find that hole, but the good thing is Florida, they're not too far ahead of you, but three, make it four of you are going to fall on this rotation, so Florida, again, they are capitalizing on the beginning of these hills. They are just, they're rotating soon, they're rotating quicker, they're rotating more efficiently, just absolutely dominating the rotations, dominating those kills on the rotation, but Cleveland finally able to contest this time as they're going to find a couple kills in the feed for some Pseudo and Novi. Avsac, he finds one, but Cryptic watching that mid side, he's going to find that kill onto Art, so time going to remain in the hands of Cleveland as all the Florida players kind of begin spawning across the map as they're spawning over towards that back P4 side, sorry, but Still, the only player over towards this P1, he will find one, but eventually, or not eventually, but very quickly get traded out with Cryptic. He's holding down that P1. Last 5 seconds gonna go their way, so pretty much a tie game going into this P2 rotation. So big fight on that hill as Novi found a big couple kills there as the Florida players now gonna be spawning out. They're gonna push through this rooftop side with 2 players over pushing that towards that side with 2 also pushing through couches. Art towards the front, he'll find one. His teammate found one as well, so 3 now down in the feed for the side of Cleveland. Florida trying to break their way, or sorry, Florida did break their way onto this hill sooner than I could even realize it. But now, spawns are flipped. Cleveland is spawning out, so not too much, not the way you wanted that to go if you're Cleveland. You kind of had some advantage on that time as Art, oof, he found a 3-piece, 17, able to find that last one. Only player for Florida going to fall due to the team kill. A bit of a split spawn for Cleveland coming in with one player kind of spawning out towards that P4 side, but the other player spawning towards the back. But Florida, they pick it up well. They clean that up to perfection. The last remaining scrap time going to go their ways. They're going to have about a 35 to 40 point lead going into this second P3. They are on the rotations once again. Florida, I mean, my lord, they are dominating these rotations to absolute perfection. They are just finding the kills they need when they need them. They're rotating when they need. 2 players for them are going to fall towards that middle side, so that pressure now going to come from that middle side in Pseudo. Pseudo, he's towards the middle. He's on this time now as Florida players going to be coming off spawn, going to be spawning up on that P4 side of the map, so 2 more of them going to fall. Make it 3 more in the feed. 4 going to fall for Florida. So now Cleveland, they're looking to get themselves a good hold. No team really able to gain too much of an advantage so far in this hardpoint just in general. So, you know, who's going to be that team? Who's going to be that team to get that break? Who's going to be that team to hold that, you know, that whole hill? Who's going to hold that 60 seconds? Who's going to jump out to that commanding lead? And Florida, they're trying to do that. They're, you know, they got broken on that hill a couple times, so they didn't get as much time as they probably would have liked, but you've got I think that's about a 40 to 50, sorry, my goodness, about a 30 to 40 point lead into this second set of rotation, or into this second P4, so some trades going to roll in the feed. No one really able to get too much positioning change too much, but Cleveland trying to push their way through that red side. Only really 2 spots you can push this hill from if you're spawning in the back there, but Florida, they're going to work their way through Dojo and middle, so they're going to have these spawns over towards this backside with Cleveland going to be trying to funnel through this top rooftop. So Florida trying to get a big hold. Their lead starting to grow. Not much going to be going on. Some trades going to roll in the feed towards the side of looking like Florida. Sorry, Art, he's going to pair up for a couple kills to shut that push down. Trades rolling in the feed, but Florida able to win that one. Looking like the last 15 seconds gonna go the way of Florida. Art with a big double kill on that rooftop side to secure, I mean, kind of just rubbing some salt in the wound on that hill. So I mentioned it right before the hill. Who's gonna be that team to hold, you know, a whole hill? Who's gonna hold 60 seconds? Who's gonna hold that? Who's going to chain some hills together? And Florida is doing that. Only about 25 seconds remaining for the victory if you're Florida. You finally jumped out to a pretty commanding lead, and that's exactly what you wanted to do. Cleveland, though, they're not going to go down without a fight. They are on this P1 for now. Players for Florida kind of, you know, trying to formulate a push here. They're going to find a couple kills in the feeds. They able to find one, but no more going to be found for Cleveland. All 4 players going to fall. Now going to be spawning out towards that back P2 side. So you have the spawns you want, but you kind of got to go. You only have 20. The other team only needs 20 seconds for the victory. More trades kind of just rolling out to the feed as the time's going to remain white with 20 seconds remaining on this hill. 2 kills make it 3 going to fall in the feeds with a double kill from Zay. So time now going to go towards Cleveland. Looking like they're going to get the rest of that time as, you know, Florida, they have a commanding lead, so they're going to be like, you know what, let's just push through rooftop, let's hit this rotation, as Cleveland had 2 players on that hill, but Avsack and Art just shut that down rather quickly. So now Florida, they break their way onto this hill, but Pseudo, he's trying to get the spawns for his team. They're not going to go down without a fight. About 15 seconds now remaining for the victory for Florida. If you are Cleveland, you've got to go. Players going to fall in the feed. Now you're spawning out. There is no players nearby. 5 seconds remaining for the victory. If you are Cleveland, you've got to go. You got to run as far and as fast as you can towards this hill, and that's exactly what they do. Pseudo and Cryptic find a couple, but Art with a big 2-piece to secure the hill and secure the victory in map number 1 for the Florida Puppeteers. My, oh my. that first, I mean, for that first two rotations, you didn't know who was gonna pull away in Florida, taking advantage of a P4 to a P1 rotation,
We
just
are back,
chaining them.
ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for my technical difficulties, but QQ, he turned up, man. But we are here in this raid, search and destroy, seeing these teams making their way towards what's seeing Florida Puppeteers making their way towards this B site, holding down stairwell right now. You got a couple shots fired by player 8. You got player 7 making his way towards that A ringside, but his bomb now is going down on B. Gotta see a Cleveland Fire retake.
Yeah, Cleveland gonna have to get a retake going. No, really, not really any map positioning for them. But Zay, he's gonna find a big opening kill onto Dill. So now they have the man advantage. You can use that to your advantage to win these trades. Players for Florida now gonna kind of retreat away from this bomb, trying to group up together
Ooh.
as Art. He'll find one. Pseudo's gonna find a kill as well. So more kills gonna be coming in the feed now into a 2 versus 1. Sack, the last man standing, into a 1 versus 1. He's got to reload, so he's got to back up. No
Oh.
time, no guns, no bullets. Zay clutches up the 1v1. It got a little bit shaky for both sides, but he got it done.
Yeah, he did get it done. The rush with the sub. I mean, I don't know if he had a sub, but man, the rush. You had to rush him, man. You knew you had to rush him. He just had a little gun battle with your teammate. So you hope he's a little weak. You rush him, try to catch him by surprise. But great round by Cleveland Misfires to go up 1-0. Respond from that hard point. Let's see how they do on their offensive side.
Yeah, definitely looking to bounce back after a little bit of a shaky map number 1 for him. They stayed in it for a while, but Florida kind of just pulled away towards the end. So they're trying to bounce back. Some early shots going to pop up from mid, but no kills are going to be found. Bomb for Cleveland. They're going to be over trying to push this A site for an Art. He's going to take some shots, so he's going to have to back up a little bit. 17's going to find the opening kill onto Zay, so man advantage for the side of Florida. Bomb, though, going to be over towards this A side. Cryptic trying to find some space, trying to find some kills, and that's what he does. Cryptic finds one, and so does Pseudo. Cryptic eventually traded out some more trades, some more kills. It's Cleveland. They say, screw the man advantage, we'll just gun you down in the blink of an eye. 2-0 quickly.
Yeah, man. I mean, the Getty but then was working. That shot dude's hiding on the head. He still got beamed. I mean, they just took full A control. Came out in the street, took full A control. And just overwhelmed for the Puppeteers. Florida Puppeteers going to have to bounce back here, going down 3-0 is not what you want to do. So let's see if they decide to copy Cleveland or try to go back to their old school strategy by taking this bomb towards this B side. You got the bomb going towards mid 2, taking their way towards B. Trying to see if they can see the player in kitchen. They do see Zay in kitchen firing the shot. There goes the nade. See if it hits, but this bomb is making his way towards this A side. It is a 2-2 split. It's going to be an even battle, but you got player 1 all the way pushed up. Cryptic blood. Cryptic K's. He pulls up, gets the first blood, but he's instantly traded out by 1-7. 1-7 gets the bomb. Now he's going to rotate it back over towards this B side. You got Cleveland Misfires just taking just getting in position, just making sure they're ready for this retake if it goes down. But you see the pressure now being put on this B site.
Yeah, pressure definitely going to be put on this B site. Cleveland players, you got 2 of y'all here, but 7, Pseudo, he's all the way across the map. Now he's going to try and work his way through mid with the information coming in that the pressure is here. 17, he's going to fall. Bomb now down on those water steps. Now, man advantage also for the side of Cleveland. Zay up in the money window. He's going to be able to find one. So now, all down to Art. Last man standing in this tiki hut. All the players for Cleveland going to try and surround him. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. He will find a kill on Zay. He absolutely gunned him out that top money window, but Cleveland pairing up for the trades with 3 of them alive. So Cleveland 3-0 in the search, taking a commanding lead, trying to make this 1-1.
Yeah, they're starting to feel themselves now, especially in the search and destroy. I mean, the hard point probably ran away from at the end of it, but now search and destroy. This is their game mode. Raid, old school map. You expect a lot of the guys to know this map, but you don't even really know how young some of these players are. So this could be, their first or second time, really getting their reps on this map. But here we go. We got the boomstick from Art trying to make things happen with the big boomstick. He's going to cover this whole little B pool side with it. Oh no, he switched it. He switched over to the sub. But this bomb for Cleveland Misfires is making his way toward at this A site. They already got full A control. Zay does get the first kill on the deal. Art does trade him out. It's still 3-3. Bomb going down. Art and 17 get a kill on the pursuit scam. So 2v3 for the retake. You do gotta watch player 4 on the flank.
Yeah, gotta watch player 4 on the flank. Not, retake gets a little bit easier when you do have that man advantage, and that's what they do. The teamwork gonna work in. So one player for Novi, he gets one, but the trades just come in order. The man advantage playing just to perfection in these retakes. They know they have the man advantage. They pair up together. They find their ones, and even if you fall, you can trade each other out. So Florida, they get a bounce back round. That's what they needed to do. Don't want to fall behind 4-0 in the search. So you finally get that one round of the board, and when you're trying to mount a comeback, it's always just one map or one round at a time.
Yeah, you're right. Just one round. All you need is one. All you need to do is get to six. Whoever gets to six first, so that it doesn't matter if you're down 3-0, as long as you get to six first. But Florida Puppeteers are going to take this bomb towards this beast. I only got two. I think they got one. Yeah, one player at mid. Three of them going out to the A site. 17 gets the first kill on the cryptic K's or cryptic. Yeah, cryptic. I'm going to say cryptic. And the bomb now going down on this A site. Florida Puppeteers with the man advantage, looking for player 5 and player 8, going to make their way towards this bottom side of the map. But player 3 is there. Zay does take down Art. 17 takes down his teammate before he gets him a big two-piece. Now it just leaves Vecito Cam on the bomb. It is no match for 7. Is that 17 who just did all that?
Yes, sir.
2-3.
17 being the playmaker for his team. Bomb goes down. Florida, they know bomb is they get that bomb plant down. They push up. They get two players into laundry, one up towards that laundry steps, and they take that positioning. Sometimes on when you're trying to defend a bomb site, you kind of want to let them come to you. But Florida, they're going with the attack mentality. They get the bomb down. They push these sites out. 17 on a 6 spree, 8-3 on the map, trying to secure that glide bomb for his team. It's 3-2. Don't count these Florida boys out yet.
Yeah, please do not count him out yet. Just right back in this. Just right back in this. But Cryptic Case does start with the first blood. On to Art to give his team the man advantage. Deal to kill does tie it up to take down Novi. Bomb over here on this A site. It's going to be up to some of his Cleveland Misfire players to try to get bomb control. But Cryptic Case, he does find Avsack, and now they got full A control. You got 17 making his way towards deep deep P2 side, bomb going down on A, and both of these players are splitting up. Can deal to kill fine. When he does find Cryptic, bomb is playing on A. This is going to be a tough retake for Cleveland Misfires. I mean, for
Yeah,
Florida.
definitely gonna be a tough retake, but
Oh
17 will
no.
find that kill. So now all down left to Zay. Dill, he's gonna challenge him, doesn't know he's there, so he's gonna find the kill. Into a 1 versus 1. 17's just gonna hop on the bomb. Is Zay
Oh,
gonna
what a
check
play.
it? Is Zay gonna spot it? No, he won't. 17 making the plays with the kills, making the plays with the ninja diffuse, and ties it up 3-3. What a play out that man.
Yeah, man. I mean, I wouldn't technically call that one a ninja. You know what I mean? It's Team Ninja. I'm team captain. Honorary team captain of Team Ninja. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't really call that a ninja. But the guts just to hop it without going for the kill is big for the Puppeteers. They do got the bomb now. They do got the momentum. 3 straight rounds. Now they're gonna rush this to A. Cryptic Case. He finds 2. The first blood and the second bomb down in A Street, making for the Puppeteers retreat. Now have to rethink this round 7 strategy.
Yeah, definitely when something like that happens, you got to rethink your entire strategy. Cleveland, I think they know this bomb is down. They're kind of setting themselves up around it as Novi finds another kill on the Dill in the kitchen. So now all left to Avsack. Last player remaining, not too much hope, not too much anything at all, to be honest with you, as he will fall in the middle of that map. So Cleveland, you go up to a 3-0 lead in the search. You kind of fall. You drop 3 maps in a row, and there you go. You bounce right back. You have the 1 round advantage. Just trying to escape with a victory here.
Yeah, I mean, 4 straight is impressive nonetheless. For the Puppeteers, man, just you said, man. I mean, yeah, picking up. I mean, that's Cleveland Misfires. to go up for. I messed that all up. But Cleveland Misfires to stop that momentum, get that win on the board was big. Now they're on offense to see if they get this to a 5-3. One to get this one more round away for a victory. Vecito Cam gets the snipe on to deal the kill for the first blood. Cleveland Misfires with the man advantage. Bomb favoring this A side. Big guns battles between 7 and 4. Can the bomb carrier get the trade? He's just shooting his guns, but nothing is really going down on the A side. I think the bomb may be rapping, but player 3, he's made his way all the way to the back before he finally gets taken down. That is 17. 2-man life advantage for Cleveland Misfires. Bomb should wrap his way back towards this B site. It's going to be a tough retake if you're a Florida Puppeteer.
Definitely going to be a tough retake as Novi kills Art on that chow towards that bottom driveway. So now all left to Avsac. I mean, Cleveland is playing with the bomb to perfection. As that final kill is going to roll in, and Cleveland now on match point 5-3. But I mean, Cleveland is working this bomb to absolute perfection. They're rotating it when they need to. You know, they recognize where the pressure is. Like there, they kind of shaded themselves over towards that A side just a little bit. They recognized a little bit too much pressure from the Florida Puppeteers, so they kind of rotated themselves back, kind of trying to play. You know, where do we have the pressure? You know, where is this information that we have? Just playing it to absolute perfection. A complete turnaround from how that map number 1 went. As they're now on match point.
Yeah, looking to win it here. It's trying to win it here on this 5-3 advantage. They're on this defensive side. They got one player watching the B side, one player mid, and 2 player watching the A side. I guess there's no contact here. They know to rotate over towards this B side. But Puppeteers are surely taking their time. While players still kind of back in the spawns. One player finally get crossed. Cruise missile. Cruise missile got dropped. That's why all the players were chilling. The cruise missile got dropped. It hit a big 2-piece. Bomb going down on B. 2 Cleveland Misfires for the retake. This is going to be tough for them.
Definitely going to be tough. Now one more Cleveland player remaining. Zay, the last man standing, over towards these water steps. Just trying to find that first pick, but not going to happen. Florida setting up the crossfire on those water steps. Able to get that round. Don't count them out yet. 5-4. You're on match point if you're Cleveland. You don't want to throw this one away, but Florida, they are not going to go down without a fight.
I mean, they're at 1-0. They feel a little confident, but you rather be 2-0 than 1-1. I mean, especially, I don't know, especially if you got 17, 11, and 6. You feel like you got to get the dub if if you're going double digits in the search. The Florida Puppeteers are going to fight tooth and nail to make sure they don't win this. But Cleveland Misfires 1 round away from calling this search and destroy game. They look like they were going to go their way towards A. Then they did slow them down a little bit. We got a 2-1-1 split from Florida Puppeteers on the defensive side. Why we got Cleveland Misfires just slowly taking their time. Player 7, he's going to be the scout. He's going to come up. He's going to look for any of the action, letting him know if the coast is clear. He made it all the way up towards A Street, so he knows that A is clear. He's telling his player, just go for the plant. I think I got your back. So you see the bomb slowly making his way, but for the Puppeteer, playing very disciplined.
Yeah, Avsac jumping around like a kangaroo, trying to spot these Cleveland players to plant the bomb, but Pseudo with the ultimate power position. Does he spot Avsac? And yes, he does. Finds that first kill. Can he find the second? Yes, he can. Pseudo trying to put this game to bed himself. Gonna be chowed again. Bomb gonna be planted on A. So now if you're Florida, you have your man down by 1. You gotta force a retake. Dill over towards mid. Trying to group up together with his teammate, but little to no hope remaining as Dill's gonna fall towards that back area in that room. So 17, the last man standing, he's gonna find 1. Some more shots gonna be exchanged, but no one will fall quite yet. 17 gonna re-challenge. He finds that kill. Now 1 player remaining for Cleveland. 11 seconds remaining on the bomb, so probably not gonna have any time left remaining, and he won't. The chow gonna come in, the kill gonna come in, but the bomb will explode. 17 with a valiant effort, but all for naught.
I mean, if there was one guy who's again exposure overload. Both teams are trying to make their way to the ball, and then after they get the ball, trying to make their way to one of the team's objective, A or B, which is on the map, far left, far right on the map. So you see the kills going down. Well, shots is going down the middle. Cryptic and Pseudo starts off with the opening two. Novi gets the third, and Cleveland big opening first wave of kills. Ball now making his way towards that tank side. Player 3, he's going to be the player defending off of that tank side, and you see the ball does go down from player 4. He snuck his way in, but the ball is now dropped out here out of tank, and both teams are making a fight for it.
Yeah, a little bit of a stalemate over towards this tank. No one able to pick it up, so it's going to reset to that middle of the map. So here we go. Who is going to rotate? Who's going to turn around and recognize that this is the bomb kind of reset, and that's what it's going and that's what Cleveland does. They recognize it. They get a big couple kills, so now the pressure is on. 17 though, he's there. He gets a couple kills, but kills a teammate in the process, but it does not matter. Cryptic will eventually trade out 17, so bomb going to be down now, probably going to be picked up in the hands of Florida. So no team really able to get too much advantage, kind of on the push side. Both teams trying to make an effort, but getting shut down rather quickly. Pseudo, he's going to get a couple kills, eventually traded out by Dill. Device now in the hand of Dill. He's over towards the middle side of this map, kind of just going to sit back a little bit, let his teammates get in front of him, let his teammates work up forward, try and find a couple kills. Art will eventually find one over towards that top P3 side, so they're going to try and push this over towards B. 5, he has something to say about it, but Avsac's going to shut him down. Dill, he's going to run it, he's going to go. The defense falters, and Florida, they get that opening score to take the advantage, 1-0. That is huge for them.
Yeah, I call that the left push right there. The straight. You get that ball, you put it left, and you just take that thing right in. If Florida Puppeteers were more aware, they could have got themselves into another position to get themselves surrounded by this bomb, because it spawned right there on that left side of the map that they just ran it in. Ball is still down by that tank side, but the kills are going back and forth. Did win by Florida Puppeteers. The ball is down. Player 3, he's making his way up, telling his teammates, you get the ball, I'm going to clear the lane. Let's see how many kills can he get. Ball making his way towards B. Florida trying to double up their kills, but Pseudo, he does take down the ball carrier, but he is back here. Novi gets 3 of his own, but Pseudo finally does go down, but Cleveland Misfires have survived that B push. Now it's their turn to get the ball and try to make a push of their own. They're down 1-0 in this overload. Kills are now starting to light up in their favor, so they're doing what they need to do in the kill department. Now they got a full wipe. They're kind of going for the beat. Like, he can see it, he can smell it, but he gets taken down trying to jump over the barrel. Avsac with a big 2. Art with 1. The clearance is there. Now it's for the Puppeteers making their way up towards this B side. This is called the left straight push, but it's not going to work because there's too many Cleveland Misfires here. He has to back up. He needs his teammates to go clear the way, but all the Cleveland Misfires are defending off this B side.
Yeah, both teams kind of trading blows back and forth. No one able to get too much, not able to get anything of a score, but Art, he's going to find one. All the players for Florida are going to be spawning up, and that's going to lead to a score. All the players for Cleveland spawned out on the other side of the map, and that opened the lane for Art to run that in without a contest. Cleveland, though, they're going to reset. They know this device is spawning up towards this dirt area, so they're going to pick it up. They're coming in for the counterattack, but Dill is there to shut that down pretty quickly. Novi, he's here, though. He's trying to pick up the slack for his teammates, but he will also fall. That push shut down rather quickly for Florida. They now have the 2-0 advantage. They have the device in hand. How are they going to push this? And, Florida, they have been, with the device in hand, absolutely perfect. They've been doing exactly what I've said. The device carrier kind of sitting in between all of his teammates, trying to let them push up, but, well, it doesn't work there. Pseudo's going to pair up for a couple kills. Now the device is in the hand of Cleveland. You're in the spawn of Florida. Novi, he's finding kills in the player's spawn. He finds 3 of them, opens the lane, and gets his teammate the score. Cleveland finally get themselves on the board. 30 seconds remaining in this half, and, well, the Cleveland boys, they ain't out of it yet.
Now he's getting ready to double up, take this thing back towards this A site, but no, he tricked him. He's going towards A. His lead blocker's gonna have to get this kill. He gets the kill, and he's in! Tied up 2-2. 15 seconds to go in this round 1 before we go to a half time, and his bomb is followed up by this tank side. Can Cleveland Misfire make one last push? We are going to go into this 30-second overtime, so once the ball is dropped or all the kills are made for Cleveland Misfire, the time will stop. And there's the ball drop. There is halftime being made. 2 quick kills at the end for Cleveland Misfires. That is big for them. QQ.
Wow. That whole half, Florida, they were dominating in almost every facet of the game. They were up 2-0 with about a minute and a half left in that half. And Cleveland, I mean, like I said earlier, this is one of those maps on Overlord where it is so easy to parry multiple scores and pretty quickly back together. So that's exactly what Cleveland did. Novi, he found that first score came in because Novi, he recognized where those players for Florida were spawning in their spawn. He played the position where they were still going to spawn back there, but he also could still get the angle on them pretty quickly when they spawned up. So he found a big 3-piece off of Florida, just completely destroying their hopes of even trying to contest that first score, and just more kills rolled in the feed that let them get that second score. So into this second half, both teams tied at 2. Who is going to take this advantage? Who is going to take this map number 3? It is an absolute banger. And Cleveland, they're starting off hot with 3 big kills.
Yeah, now it's just going to be up to player 3, Abstract, to try to hold down this B side. He gets taken down. So that's going to be a score for Cleveland Misfires. If he can make it, shots are being fired. Don't get stopped. Oh, he slid in right at the end. Cleveland Misfires with the 3-2 advantage. Bomb spawning over here on this lower, I think like P4 side of the map. Cleveland Misfires are clearing that side of the map, getting the kills that they need. Ball is picked up by Cryptic, and he's going to take this ball towards mid, see if he can find player 1. They do find player 1. He's going to make his way towards his A site. They can make it there without getting stuck. It's going to be up to Art. Art stops the player at the 1, but he cannot find that second player, and he slides it in, and Cleveland Misfires are starting to run away with this overload.
Yep, definitely starting to run away with this overload. They've completely turned it around from how the first half went, and like I said, they are scoring in quick succession. They are pushing these Florida players back in their spawn. They're not letting them take advantage through the middle of the map or through these pushes from P2 or P5. So I mean, like I said prior to the map, is that who is going to get that map positioning? Who's going to dominate the kill feed? And Cleveland in this, a little bit at the end of the second half, first half, and into the second half are absolutely doing that. Pseudo, he has the bomb in hand. They're already pushed up towards this side of the Florida Puppeteers, but 3 kills, gonna roll in the feed with 17 getting a double piece. So now the device gonna be in the hand of Florida. They're trying to make a little bit of a comeback. They were up 2-0. They're not gonna go down without a fight. They think I mean, this would be quite the map to lose if you do lose it with having that 2-0 advantage. Avesag almost falls off the map, but he saves it. No worries, nothing wrong there, but they're trying to push this over towards this little indoor blue area, but 2 players now gonna fall in the feed for Florida. Make that 3, already able to find 1, but not much else coming from his teammates. So device gonna be dropped, now gonna be picked up in the hands of Cleveland. As Cleveland, their defense is just working to perfection in Florida. Their offense just can't find anything right now.
Yeah, I mean, the kills is lit. The kill feed is lighting up for Cleveland Misfires. The teamwork is lighting up for Cleveland Misfires. He ran through that P3 building, and that P3, I think it was P3, and he saw all those Cleveland Misfires just cross through that door. He was like, oh man, I gotta switch back, try to go to A, but it was too late. Ball carrier now picked up by Cleveland Misfires. I mean, by Florida Puppeteers, it's almost taken into this B side. I just almost missed that score. I was running my mouth. But he's trying to take it over to B, but that defense is there by Cleveland Misfires. Every time they Florida Puppeteers think they get in there, the Cleveland Misfires are just spawning up and just sprinting all 4 players trying to defend that bomb site. They are playing defense, and when offense comes to board, offense comes about, they are ready for that. Kill feed going in their favor. Ball in their hand, trying to go to the B side. They got to watch out for player 2. They miss player 2. He does pick up the ball. He's going to try to make his way over towards this B side. He does have 1 lead blocker right in front of him. He does get the kill. So right now is the sprint time for him. He does sprint across, but he does. He's doing too much, trying to get fancy. He was trying to showboat, do the Deion Sanders high step in, but his teammate picks the slack up. He goes for the score, and the bomb resets back to mid.
Bomb gonna reset back to mid. Only a 1-score advantage now for Cleveland. Florida not out of it yet. The advantage, the momentum kind of was riding high on Cleveland's side, especially into the second, going from that first half into the second half. But Florida able to shut a little bit of that momentum down. No one really able to get too much positioning on the map, but 7, Zay, he's on a big flank towards this backside of these Florida players. He's top P3, gonna try and find some kills for his team, but he's gonna jump out and find Pseudo. Pseudo's gonna do it on his own, but 2
Oh,
players of his teammates gonna fall around him, and well, while I was speaking, I completely missed it. The score is gonna come in for Florida, and we are tied, ladies and gentlemen. 4-4. 35 seconds remaining in this overload. Who is going to pull away? Who is going to take the lead in the series?
yeah, man. I mean, the great play by Florida, man. 17 got pushed all the way up on that A side, and when they picked that ball up, A was all the way clear. But now we got a battle by this B side. Florida Puppeteers almost got it in, but now they all got that, all went down. I think Cleveland Misfires are just gonna play for the tie, leave the ball back in their spawn, try to make Florida Puppeteers go get it, but they just reset it back to Tank. So now it's 4 seconds ago. I think they may play for the overtime or just leave it like this. I don't know what's going. Sudden death. There's no more respawns, is what it says on the map right now. So this is critical. This turns into a team deathmatch, search and destroy. Last 4 players, 4v4. You got all 4 of the Puppeteers on mid. You got a little split. Oh, Art finds the first kill on to Pseudo. 17 finds Zay, and this could be turning on Cleveland Misfires' head, but Novi does find Dill the kill. It's 3-2, 129 left. This ball is over here by this Tank side. So this is they're just going all out for the kills. Cryptic Case, he's over here by himself, just on a gunfight. He's getting ready to get pushed by 2 for the Puppeteers. Oh no, they didn't push him, but Afsac finds Novi. Now he's got to find the last player. He sees Cryptic K. They find Cryptic K for the Puppeteers. Win the overload.
My, oh my. I don't know what it is with me and you being on the desk, but we are getting nothing short of the best overload maps that you could possibly watch. That was absolute cinema out of both these teams. Both teams exchanging scores back and
with
forth.
With the confidence to force a map 5 before the Puppeteers. They're looking to end it here. It's going to start off with a big P1. Cleveland Misfires like they are going to get there. I mean, first, but Dill the kill. He gets the kill onto somebody. Novi and Pseudo follows it up with 2 of their own. Hill control is in the control of Florida Puppeteers, and they do have the favorable spawns, but there's no protection in P1 on this first set of rotations. No trophies, no nothing. So any tactical you got, you just throw it in the hill before you proceed to attack it, and that's what we see in a pinstripe kill feed. But Florida Puppeteers are coming out on top. The lead is going back and forth, but Cleveland Misfires will take control of the hill.
Yeah, Cleveland taking control of the hill up to about a 7, maybe a little bit. Up to about a 10-point lead. A little bit over that so far is Cryptic. He is holding this hill down. Oh, sorry, Pseudo. He's holding this hill down. Gets a 3-piece. Eventually shut down by 17. So big hill time. You got 26 seconds on that P1. That is a lot of time on a P1 on Colossus. So if you're Cleveland, you like that. You've got yourselves on the rotation as well. 2 in Art. He's here. He's got something to say, but he will fall. So Cleveland, they're going to have this hill. They're trying to chain some hills together. A little bit some trades coming in the feed, but Cleveland still maintaining control of this hill. Avsec trying to work his way through the side as 17 is going to find a couple kills over towards that front. So Florida, they're going to break their way onto this hill as these Cleveland players are going to spawn out. Florida, a big break in the momentum that Cleveland had. So Florida trying to, not going to go too far away. Still a decent lead if you're Cleveland, but you got to get a break as 4 players are going to fall in the feed for Florida. They're going to spawn out. 2 players rotating for Cleveland. 2 players on the hill. 17 with a hop, skip, and a jump. Gets a couple kills to secure that scrap time. About a little under a 10-point lead for Cleveland going into this P3.
Yeah, man. Good set of rotations by both teams. First 2 hills, but man, the killing is going crazy. 17 Dill to kill, opening the kill feed for them teams to get themselves control of this P3. All of Cleveland Misfires coming in from this long side, but Avsac and 17 takes them down. Two of the Cleveland Misfires are still spawning back, are still stuck back here in the back line. There is a split spawn for the Cleveland Misfires. They spawn up on the other side. Is for the Puppeteers ready for it? They are ready for it. Deal the kill. Deal the kill. I don't know if that's deal the kill because the kill feed is kind of messed up. I think that is deal the kill. Just gets a big two-piece, and for the Puppeteers, they're starting to stretch their legs in this hard point, not letting Cleveland Misfires even get close enough for the hill. They know where the next hills are. They're spawning up, but there is a big trade that just went down by the hands of Novi. He's all the way in the back, trying to stop these for the Puppeteers from the rotation, but he does allow his Cleveland Misfires to get on the hill first.
Yeah, Cleveland is on the hill, but these Florida players are funneling through this backside as 3 players now going to follow in the feed for Cleveland, and they are spawning out. Florida secure those spawns. They secure this hill time up to about a 30-point lead, or sorry, a 40-point lead in this hill. 2 players going to fall for Cleveland. Zay able to find one, but all his teammates going to fall around him. So Cleveland, they're getting pushed back. They're getting kept out of this hill as the hill feed is all Florida. Art with a big double kill as these Cleveland players cannot even get near this hill. Art continuing to find kills. 17 will find one over to P1. Art, hop, skip, jump up towards that statue. Finds another kill. Eventually traded out by Novi. But again, these Cleveland players are nowhere to be found near this hill. The lead more than doubled for the side of Florida. They are chaining these hills together. They are chaining these kills together. This first rotation getting ugly.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing good about Cleveland Misfires is that they're all playing together. But right now, they're all on the hill right now. You see they got even kills, even hill time. So they're doing it together as a team, but they got to figure this Florida Puppeteers out. They're gunning it just a little hot. 17 is getting crazy, getting two-piece at the cute two-piece. Art and Deal just with a nice slide in. Both players with a kill, not even a trade to go down. Art finds another one on the Novi. Florida Puppeteers really starting to stretch their leg out. Trophies now are down in this P1 as we are resetting the hills again, going back over the rotations again, starting back over. So now they got trophies to protect them. So this does make it a tougher break if you are Cleveland Misfires, but they are trying to go through this stairwell. You see one player going up to the top of the map, one player going to the bottom of the map, but it did not matter. Florida Puppeteers read both of those players and took them both down. Now all the kills are lighting up for the Puppeteers, and if you're Cleveland Misfires, you just have to rotate, but you're on the wrong side of the map for that.
Yeah, on the wrong side of the map. Florida starting to run away with this one. The lead over 100 points. I'm not sure if he was shooting bodies there, but that's not a good idea, down by about 130. But I digress. Do what you want to do. Florida on the hill once again. Suda's going to pair up for a couple kills. Novi will find one as well. So Cleveland finally able to break themselves on this time, but they still don't have these spawns. Florida is deep back in these spawns. They're still spawning here. They still have the pressure. Some more kills going to roll in the feed. Dill's going to find Dill the kill. Going to find a couple, but more trades going to roll in as Cleveland maintains some time, but they are still spawning out. Florida, they're spawning in the back. The pressure is unrelenting. Art's going to find a couple kills towards mid. Novi over towards Statue, just trying to find some damage over towards these Florida players on the hill. 17 seconds remaining on this P2, and it's looking like it's going to go the way of Florida, with Cleveland just hitting the rotate. The lead is over. I mean, it's more than I can calculate because I am not a math person, but it is quite large. About 40 seconds left for the victory. Cleveland, you just don't want to get a 100-point club at this point, but good start. They are off to a good start on this hill. They're maintaining a little bit of time.
Yeah, I mean, they were on the hill right now, but now they got Novi back on the hill. But for the Puppeteers, they got 2 players coming in from both sides, and there goes the kills that they need. They are back on this hill, back in control. You got player 7. He's the closest player that can make a play, but he gets taken down. Now you got player 8. You got player 68 trying to make their way through. Novi, pseudo cam. He drops the cruise missile. It does not clear the hill as for the Puppeteers just run inside. But now we got the full out head bang by the Cleveland Misfires to get themselves in. Last 20 seconds scrap time is important to them, so they're trying to get it. But but 17 says no, no, no. This is my hill, and Cleveland Misfires will take the last 9 seconds. Novi looks like he's getting the first scrap time, but all of the Puppeteers are winning this hill right here. They can win it here. They get the next 15 seconds to go in their favor, and it's starting to look good. We got all the reinforcements from Cleveland Misfires here. Let's see if they can hold off the Florida Puppeteers.
Yeah, trying to hold off the Florida, trying to just do whatever they can. Got to be virtually perfect as all of you are going to fall in the feed. Now spawning up, now spawning out. 7 seconds remaining for the victory. Florida, no one for Cleveland near the hill. You just got to go. You got to run. You got to sprint. Not even Usain Bolt could make it to the hill in time. Florida dominate the map number 4 to win the series 3-1, and that is just not what you wanted to see if you're Cleveland.
Wisconsin's hard point was just tough for them. I mean, Florida Puppeteers, they put in a lot of reps on